So, hello and welcome. I thought I would just do a small video to explain what integral sound healing is. So I've just created a YouTube channel and I'm trying to upload content of me doing mini sound baths, and there are videos of me playing certain instruments. You might wonder, why is this woman on YouTube? What is she about? So recently, just very recently, like the other day, I was awarded my diploma in integral sound healing. And what that is, the Sound Healing Academy created this particular way of working with a person. It's very holistic and it works to balance your mind, your body and your soul. So it is created from ancient wisdom, modern scientific research, art and sound therapy. And it's blended together, and with the integral sound healing, what I was taught, taught one-to-one sessions. So I work with people one-to-one, and within that I learn to conduct an energy assessment within someone's biofield, just to see the state of the energy, because everything that we feel and we think all gets stored in this energy field. And the great thing about integral sound healing is the fact is that it works on your 5 levels of consciousness, and the 5 levels of consciousness are physical, emotional, mental, our soul and our spirit. So these parts of ourselves are all interlinked, and one has a ripple effect on the other. When we're when we're balanced, we're connected with our soul and we're connected with source. So we have a direct link. But what makes us unbalanced? It can be blocked emotions, suppressed emotions, grief. That's any emotion that's not allowed to be expressed for whatever reason gets stored within our body and our cells, and we go into patterns of behaviour. We get illnesses, we get aches and we get pains. So trauma as well that is unprocessed, even going back to being in the womb, that all gets stored in our body, our cells. So the amazing thing with sound is the vibrations, I can't even talk, the vibrations and the frequencies that penetrate all the way to that cellular level and DNA. And you might wonder, how does it do that? It's very powerful. But because we're made of so much water, don't quote me, but I think it could be 75%, give or take. Water, we've got blood, so we have all this fluid, and everything's connected. We have toxins in our body, we get toxins in our brain. That's why we need sleep, so it can detox. We detox through the night. That's why our organs are so important, our liver and kidneys, but all parts of our system are very important. That's why it's so important to look after ourselves. But what I found with my background being in holistic therapies, which started about 18 years ago, I worked to body base, and then the emotional part I was aware was always there. I liked working with people on the emotional part, so then I went to study to become a counsellor. So I done my postgrad in person-centred counselling and psychotherapy, and very interested in, well, why we can develop addictions as a way to cope and soothe ourselves. So then I went on to do some further studies with alcohol and drug studies. Yeah, I've learned lots of things, but there was still something quite missing for me. There was still something, yes, the body's great to work, the emotions, the mind, but there was still something just I was searching for. And then about a year ago, that's when sound healing came into my life, and I completed my level 1, then went on to do the level 2 diploma. And what a wonderful experience and journey that has been. And I've done case studies, and throughout my case studies, not only does sound help with physical ailments, it also helps, what I found was help a person connect more deeper to themselves in a different way. And I do see that in counselling, don't get me wrong, but it's just different. But the thing with all healing in life, yes, we can have healers and wonderful healers and go for healing, but actually it does start with ourselves. So we could go and have a wonderful session, have healing, but something could shift within us, which is wonderful, but we're still here ourselves to look after ourselves. We still have to journey through life, and that's why for me it's important learning different tools along the way to help support the whole being, so the body, the emotions, the mind and the soul, so we can connect with the spirit. So some of the benefits that you will see with sound healing, because it has such an impact on our autonomic nervous system, it really calms the body. So they did find that about 80% of illnesses and mental health issues are related to chronic stress. So that is so important, to find ways to look after yourself holistically. So from making sure that you're eating well, eating enough, drinking enough fluid, getting enough sleep, connecting with people that you love and make you feel good, getting out in nature, doing some sort of exercise, whether it's walking, dancing, running, weight training. It's just ways to look after yourself. There's lots of other ways, and it doesn't mean to say that you have to live such a pure clean life and you can't have a treat or you can't have a glass of wine, but it's just moderation and balance, and not relying on that particular thing to give you that relaxation or that peace of mind. So we want to have a variation of things. There's lots more I could talk about with it, but I'm just trying to narrow it down to the basics. Sound healing does really balance the body and the mind and the spirit. It helps put everything back into balance so your powerful body can heal itself, because that's the thing about the body, is very, very capable of healing itself, but it just sometimes needs that little bit of support, and it also needs us to be in tune and help ourselves out. And when we can be kind and compassionate to ourselves and to others, this helps reduce, our stress, helps us feel connected to others. When we don't put so much pressure on ourselves, or we're not having negative thoughts to ourselves, because that just hurts us and keeps us down when, we're actually very amazing beings, very powerful beings. I could go on to talk lots about that, but I won't. And I just feel my journey in life is to help empower people and to help others become in touch with themselves and remember who they are. And I just feel that I have, deep compassion and love for others and for myself, of course. So I do work as a counsellor. I don't work with people in a body-based way anymore, and I did feel that there was a need for it, but I didn't want to go back to what I was doing before, the different types of massages and working with people in that way. And now it's trying to find a way to bring this in, because counselling is so important, because it comes into it. but I just don't want to focus on counselling. So I think this one, the sound healing, works really well for me. The power of sound. So when a person does come to see me for a session, I spend time getting to know them, what they would like to work on, and then I would do an energy assessment and see what I can pick up in the energy. Then I would cater my session with different instruments to help support and nourish the energies. I would release if there was a lot of releasing, because usually we do have things that need released. So there'd be releasing work, there'd be nourishing work, there'd be transformative work, and there would be some self-care recommendations at the end as well. We would also work with a visualization, we'd work with a colour, because I'd want to be helping you create a positive healing intention for yourself. So that's seeing yourself as if the healing's already occurred, seeing yourself in perfect health and well-being. And what gets in the way with a lot of us is fear, resistance, because we're scared, and that can hinder our progress in life. But just becoming aware of any resistance, allowing it to be there, that it's okay for it to be there, that it was there for a reason, to look after you, but actually it doesn't need to be there anymore. So safety is very important. So that's how I would like to now work with people. Still counselling, but with sounds. And the great thing about a one-to-one session is the instruments get placed on your body, and that creates a sonic massage. So it's even more powerful to the body and helps detoxify the body, helps release, really penetrates deep within. But I will continue to post onto YouTube and hopefully build that page up. Well, I don't know if you call it a page, a YouTube channel, that's more appropriate. So if you are interested, just like and subscribe, and I will be posting sound baths, mini sound baths, different instruments. So we'll see you, watch that space. Have a good evening. And if you do have any questions, because there's loads I forgot, you can just drop me a message and I'll be happy to answer.